So here we are back for part 2 of the Rise Up and Shine Challenge. So grab yourself a cuppa and let's get settled into it. But first off, I really want to know how you got on with part 1. Like, let me know in the comments. I want to know what came up for you. If there was anything that was a little bit, where did that come from? Or maybe even if you struggled with it and found it hard to visualize or see anything, because that happens also. If you let me know in those comments, then I can come back and I can help you with anything that you may feel stuck on, or I can help celebrate with you if you were like, oh my gosh, I got so much connection to this. And that's what I get really excited about. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take some of the elements that came up in your dream life vision that you should have now transferred down onto your dream life map, and we're going to create a vision board around that. So if you have ever done any work around The Secret or read The Secret and thought or liked the idea of vision boards, maybe you've done one before, or maybe this is all brand new to you. I love doing this. However, I am not a crafty person. I literally cannot be bothered cutting and sticking things out. So what I'm going to share with you today is my digital version that is going to be used as a tool to help remind you just how powerful you are, just how capable you are, and that your dreams and visions can become your reality. And we're going to remind ourselves of that every single day, because I like to think of this like, do you remember a time when you used to look in at a brochure for a holiday? Like, does anybody still do that? I always book things on the internet online now anyway. But my point is, like, when you were looking in that brochure, like, how excited would you get about that holiday? You would probably find the motivation and energy to save up for that holiday, to get yourself some new clothes. You probably found the motivation and fire to lose a little bit weight so that you could feel really good as you hit the beach in your bikini. That's the power of having a vision, having that visual to remind you of exactly what it is that you're working towards. And that's what we're going to do with a dream vision board today. So I'm going to walk you through this process. I'm also going to give you access to one of the resources that I particularly like to use. So we're going to start to cast the vision, and I want you to think or cast your mind back to yesterday's visualization and just start to pick out some of the main things that really stood out for you. And with this first part, you can really go big with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you onto my screen, and for this we're going to head over to Pinterest. We're going to head over to Pinterest. So this is my account, and if you're not already following me on Pinterest, by the way, go and do that now. And what I would want you to do is to set yourself up a secret board over on Pinterest. So I'm just going to scroll down to mine because I've already started mine. And what we're going to do, we're going to create, these are my secret ones. So with this padlock on, that's one that nobody else can see. And what we're going to start to do is to pull out some ideas. So you can see mine. These are some of the things that I've started to collate. And this is not just my 2020 vision. This is the elements that I have pulled from my bigger vision too. So I've got things like, a huge one for me right now is community within the Shine Squad. I'd love to be able to be doing more speaking engagements, probably not right now though. Family time, this was just one that I pulled off my phone and saved it as a pin onto my vision board. So as is this one of when I completed my race last year. And then things like cars, like quotes, things that stand out to you, places that you want to visit. This for me, I'd like to write a book, business retreats. I actually put this on. I'm actually now already recording. I started this a few weeks ago, and since then my computer broke, so I had to go and purchase a new MacBook. So I'm already recording on that. A camper van, and you know, home stuff, chalet, body, fitness stuff. Muscle Up has been on my dream one for some time. So really starting to just get some ideas down onto this vision, and, you know, have as many different varied ones as you want. So again, one for me that's important is to pay down my debts. And then I've got ideas that I want for my office, cars, all different things like this. So this is the first part, and I want you to think big on this. So think like within the next 5 to 10 years, and really pull as many different things as you can, really looking at all areas of that dream life map. So we're looking at areas of the self. So that might be stuff to do with home, it might be self-development, it might be courses that you want to do. And this was another one for me as well, actually, the podcast that I want to start doing. So pulling all of these ideas, and let's not have any filter on this. So all I did for this is you can go to Google, and type in anything. So if you want to be doing a marathon, you can type in marathon. My internet's gonna go slow. Type in marathon, and then just click onto the images and get something that really resonates with you. So it might be that you want to represent you. So again, if you're not associating with like the athletes and you want like a real person, so when you're coming through this, find a picture that really resonates with you. So it could be this one, and then I would just click on that image, and then all I need to do is just copy this, and then going back over to Pinterest and click on the plus button, and then create pin. So create pin. Yeah, you're not always going to be able to save from every site because of copyright. So let's just get this image. And then you can select, I want to select my secret board. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Add on to your pins. You can add straight from Pinterest like this. I could add that in, or you can go over to Google, select an image from Google, and then upload it that way to your site. So you're getting the things, the images that really resonate with you, that really connect with you, and you're going to save as many as you can over onto your vision board, so that you can really start to get a lot of different images down onto this vision. And like I say, this can be for the next 5 to 10 years. It doesn't have to be immediately. We're going to do that in the next phase, because I want you to create this really broad vision and this idea where really anything is possible. However, we're then going to take this to the next level, and I'm going to be using a website called Canva. And what I'm actually going to give you access to is I'm going to send and share the link of this particular vision board, and then what we're going to do is create a vision board for 2020. So you're then going to come back to your Pinterest, and you're going to start to dial it down and filter out some of the most relevant ones for you that you can really zone in on and be like, yes, I'm going to work on this year. I want this in my life in 2020, because hell, far too many people have had this all happen. And how many times have you heard people writing 2020 off and like saying, just wake me up in 2021? Like, hell no, life is still for living, and there is so much that we can still achieve during this time, because freaking hell, there are people relying on you to step up, to continue to step into the person that you are always meant to be. And for so many, this time has been given to people, and they've taken a look and been able to sit back and decide that there are things that they no longer want in their life. And this is our time to now turn our attention to the things that we do want, the things that we can still have control of, and that we can still damn well achieve in 2020. So some of the ones that are most relevant for me personally, I'm going to save them. So this one is a particular one for me. What I want to do is to click on this image, and I'm going to click on the three dots, and I'm going to click on download image, and then that's going to save that onto my computer. So I'm going to save the ones that are most relevant and important for me. So this one really represented family time, which is huge, and I can think, you know, this is where we live. These are special, precious moments, and that's certainly something that I want more of this year. Things like the car, that's probably not going to happen this year. It's not a priority for me right now. That's one of my it would be kind of nice to have. This is a hybrid. I would like a hybrid car. I'd like to have an eco-friendly car. This one I'm going to save because this represents me doing my Spartan race, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually run it this year. It has been postponed until later in the year. Is it gonna go ahead? I don't know, but this picture is going to inspire me and remind me that I'm going to step the hell up and train for it as if it's going to happen. This is a huge one for me as well. Choose people who choose you. I read this recently and I was like, damn, yes. This one is about writing my book as well. I do want to start writing my book this year. Am I going to get it finished with everything that's gone on? Potentially not. So I'm going to leave that one onto the big one. This represents my Croatia retreat, which is happening, all being well. Again, it's kind of out of my hands on that one, but I'm going to post that one on there. This I've already had, and campervan's probably not going to happen this year either. And this represents our chalet that we are in the process of renovating. So I'm going to stick that on there. I'm not saying this is going to happen before the end of the year, but I want to have some plans in place, and that is a reminder of that. This one is going up because I love this picture, because she is a strong, badass female, and this is one of the fears that I have had with my own body. Is, I say a fear, it's just a thought that when I get to my goal weight, I am going to have this level or amount of wrinkly skin, and you know what, I'm freaking good with that. So I'm going to save all of these images. Office is going on there, this one. Okay, so from here we're going to come on to Canva. And I'm going to share this template with you so that you can just use this template, and it's going to be really easy for you to just put onto here. To get the images onto Canva, all the ones that I've downloaded just down here, all I'm now going to do is to click upload, and then I'm just going to drag them in. And then once they have uploaded, I'm then just going to drag them across really easy. If it's not in the center or the right space, like, I'm kind of not that bothered about seeing her face. To me, this is about what her tummy really looks like, because that's what I feel inspired by. So I click on that and it's done. I'm going to put my office in there because I'm inspired by that. And it's really super easy to just drag these across. And as you can see, I'm actually going to put this one in because this was the training that we did recently within the Shine Squad, and this represents me paying off my credit cards. So that is a huge one for me that I want to get that in. So I'm just going to keep going and get all of the pictures in, and then I'll share with you when I'm done. Okay, so there we have it, the done vision board. Now what we can then do with this is you can, there's so many different things that you can choose to do with it. So you can download it and save it as a screensaver, would be one way to do it. So I could just download it as a image. You could also get this printed, which I think would also be awesome if you didn't have to do any of the cutting and sticking. And what I think I'm like, don't get me wrong, I think if my office was completely finished, I would be completely getting this printed off and getting it on the wall, because the purpose of doing this is that you want to remind yourself of it daily. You want to be able to look at it, and yeah, I might have spent a little bit more time doing that, but that really represents a lot of what I'm working towards in 2020. I've got this is my Shine Squad, this is my community, everything. Family time, my house, my training, my garden, my plan to pay off debt and to save more money, getting my office in order, and always working on improving my health and my body. And I just love this as a representation of the things that I'm working toward. So you could save this as a desktop screensaver. There's also an option that we could save it onto our phone. So whichever way is going to feel best for you. This is always about you tweaking and shifting it so that it works in a way that you're going to connect with it, you're going to see this, and you're going to be like that time when you were looking at a holiday in a brochure. You get to look at that every day, and that is what's going to help to fire you up. So that is it for part 2, because I want you to take the time. It's kept this training a little bit short because I want you to just take the time to go and actually do this. And then when you come back for part 3, we're going to be creating a vision statement and actually using this as a daily reminder and integrating it with our planner. And this becomes our go-to anytime we're going to be hit with any challenges, any blocks, but we're going to go into that further tomorrow. So this is it. I want to know how you feel about doing this. Do you feel excited about doing it? I'm going to give to you the link so that you can go and use my exact template, so you don't have to mess about making this. You're just going to literally download your images and plug it straight in and get excited about the things that are going to be on your vision board, the things that you can get fired up, and you can take back control of these things that are in your vision board, that you can go after these. We are not waiting around. We're not holding off. This is our time to rise back up and make this shizzle happen. I really, really hope you enjoyed this training. Of course, if you did, make sure that you hit onto the like button. Let me know in the comments how you got on. If you have any questions at all around this, again, let me know. I'm excited for you to do it. And of course, I want to see these. Nothing lights me up more than seeing people creating vision boards. But not only that, when these visions actually start to come to life. And make sure you come back and join me for part 3, where we're going to round this all up. I've got an amazing tool that is going to help you to recognize and sink into this daily and use it as your fuel and your fire as you get up each and every single day. I'll see you in part 3. Ciao.